Part 1. The hallucination of now. Start with the simple, uncomfortable truth. Your brain isn't waiting for reality to arrive. It's predicting what's next and checking if the guess holds. Neuroscientist Anil Seth calls this a controlled hallucination. Not fake, but constructed. The world you experience is your brain's best bet about the causes of your senses. How does that bet get built? With Bayesian mechanics. You start with a prior, what's been true before. You weigh new evidence, likelihood, and you update to a posterior, your current belief, which becomes the next prior. This loop runs continuously. Where does intuition live in that loop? In the shortcut, when your brain leans hard on priors and downweights incoming data because speed, survival, or habit says, trust the pattern. A concrete moment. You walk into a glass office for a job interview. The interviewer's tone is clipped. Eye contact glances off you, your heart skips. Your body whispers, not safe. You call it intuition and pull back. 6 weeks later, you learn they were fighting a migraine. You weren't reading the room, you were reading your priors. Why did it feel so certain? Precision. That's the brain's confidence dial. The system doesn't just hold beliefs, it assigns weight to them. High precision priors shout. Low precision sensory data whispers. The result? The hallucination of now collapses toward what you already expect. If you've learned that clipped tone precedes harm, your model overfits to threat. Your gut locks in. Trauma tightens this loop. Adverse learning tunes priors toward danger and narrows the hypothesis space. Fewer possibilities even get considered. The brain's job is to minimize surprise, so it privileges what kept you alive. Short-term, adaptive. Long-term, your world becomes a tunnel where the same story plays. Rejection in every delay, punishment behind every email, catastrophe rehearsed in every pause. Meanwhile, your body is an informer with veto power. The anterior insula maps interoception, heartbeat, breath, gut churn, and feeds those signals into your world model. The brain doesn't read them as neutral, it interprets them. Elevated arousal becomes danger. Calm becomes safety. The kicker, those internal signals are noisy. Caffeine, sleep debt, last night's drink, all jack the channel. You get a coffee spike, label it bad energy, and call it intuition. Your model just misattributed its own static. Here's the boring, everyday version. The same loop governs how you read a text reply delay, a boss's calendar change, a partner's sigh. The brain prefers consistency, so it rounds everything toward the prior. If abandonment is the prior, silence is proof. If contamination is the prior, ambiguity is hazard. If status loss is the prior, neutral faces are disdain. You don't experience that as a hypothesis, you experience it as the present. Prediction error, the mismatch between guess and reality, is supposed to rescue you. It's the update signal. But when priors carry too much precision, error gets downweighted. You stop learning from the world and start arguing with it. I knew it becomes a feeling, not a fact. One more detail that matters. Precision isn't fixed. The system flexes. States, sleep, substances, hormones shift it. Context, crowd noise, deadlines shifts it. Social inputs, your feeds train it. The algorithmic world you live in is a prior reinforcement machine, inflating certainty without improving truth. Spend a week in a danger filter bubble, and your gut will sink to it. You'll call it realism. It's just trained confidence. Zoom into a human moment. A woman sits in her car outside a second date spot. Jaw tight, chest hot. Her insula flags arousal. Her prior says, men who go quiet get cruel. No texts. She leaves. Later he messages, sorry, parking nightmare. Her model predicted pain. Her body agreed, reality disagreed. The update signal arrived and bounced off high precision. Priors. To understand why your now feels so true, see the architecture. Perception isn't a camera, it's a hypothesis generator with a budget. It spends precision on what seems most reliable. Trauma and repetition bid up old alarms. Interoception colors the bid. Feeds inflate whatever you click. And intuition, the thing you swear is pure, often rides that stack. So here's the promise. We won't shame your gut or replace it with forced optimism. We'll recalibrate it. We'll show where precision is misplaced, how to catch state-driven misreads, and how to let prediction errors through again. Because if your model can learn, your intuition can change. And if it can change, it can finally serve you instead of scaring you. And yes, whenever we reference time, we'll say the 1940s, 1960s, 1970s, or 2000s in full. Never shorthand. The Bayesian trap. how prediction errors get silenced. Perception is your brain's best bet. Prediction error is the fix-it alert. But not all errors get airtime. The brain weights them by precision, how trustworthy each signal seems. When priors carry high precision and incoming data is tagged low precision, the error pings, then dies. You feel certain while being wrong. Use a mixing board image. Traumatized priors? Volume maxed. Noisy, ambiguous sensation? Fade it out. Whatever's loudest gets mistaken for reality. In lab terms, precision-weighted prediction error minimization. In life, though I knew it vibe without testing. Everyday loop. You send a proposal. Hours pass. Arousal ticks up. The anterior insula flags it. Your model forecasts rejection. Then a ping. In meetings all day. That's clean disconfirming data. But if prior's precision is cranked, error gets downweighted. No update. You wait for real rejection and call it wisdom. This silencing shows up neurally. Under stress, prefrontal control overmanages like a clipboard boss. Depersonalization often rides here. Limbic input dims, sensory precision drops, top-down models clamp. Numbness isn't absence, it's over-control. You check boxes, miss meaning, and the world loses weight. The flatness itself feels like proof. If I'm this detached, something's wrong. Loop heightened. Confirmation feel masquerades as evidence. You fish for cues that fit. I flickers, delayed punctuation, a clipped K. Tiny matches loom large because the brain treats felt right as high precision. The more the prior resonates with your current state, the truer it feels. Mismatches go unseen. Memory edits to match. They always ignore me. Always expands quietly. Here's the invisible part. Precision is state-dependent. Sleep debt lowers sensory precision. External data gets whisper status. Caffeine elevates arousal and makes internal noise feel informative. Alcohol blunts salience of error. So stale priors keep steering the morning after. Stack them, and you're running yesterday's model with today's chemistry. The world tries to correct you. You can't hear it. Trauma puts a thumb on the scale. It doesn't just set harsh priors. It narrows the hypothesis space. Fewer alternative explanations even get generated. Threat consumes the possibility budget. A slam maps to danger, not wind. A late reply maps to abandonment, not traffic. The model updates less because it forecasts less. Less surprise, fewer chances to learn. Microstory. Nia, 6 months into a new role, gets a terse check-in. Chest heat, jaw lock. Prior. Check-ins precede exits. She scripts a resignation. In the meeting, her manager says, "You're outperforming. Let's map growth." Lab prediction error. But with high-precision threat priors, Nia hears higher bar, braces for scrutiny, and leaves unchanged. A month later, she declines a stretch project as bad timing. She silenced a generous error signal and called it intuition. Enter algorithms. Feeds optimize for engagement, not accuracy. That's precision inflation for what you already click. A week of crime threads and neutral city sounds feel loaded. Safe cues arrive. Your trained gut tags them suspect. It's not just a filter bubble, it's a precision bubble. Clinical echoes clarify the machinery. In some psychotic states, sensory error is overweighted, so updates swing wildly. In trauma, it's often the reverse. Priors overweighted, error underweighted. Same engine, different dials. In depersonalization, prefrontal regions overmanage and tamp limbic signals. The world flattens. Error loses salience. You keep functioning, you stop learning. What breaks the spell? Make error matter again. But you can't argue a high-precision prior into silence mid-spike. Reasoning tightens over control. First, downshift prior precision, or upshift sensory precision. Translation: regulate before updating. Slower exhale. Cold on skin. Name 5 concrete details. These aren't vibes. They're ways to raise reality's volume so error can cut through. Stakes are real. Silenced error costs promotions, closeness, and cash. Hypervigilance spends cortisol like it's free. Relational sabotage hides inside righteous certainty. I'm not paranoid, I'm prepared. Meanwhile, your model keeps you safe from opportunities. The rule will build on: never reweight during spikes. Regulate, then update. Once the prior's grip loosens a notch, reality gets a fair shot, and often wins. Next up, how your body-level priors set the first vote, and why state hacks can hijack it. Body-level priors. Interoception and felt certainty. While the mixing board is math, the first vote still comes from the body. The anterior insula listens inward, heartbeat, breath, gut stretch, and turns raw inputs into headlines your cortex trusts. Aroused or at ease. The brain treats that headline as context. High arousal makes threat hypotheses cheap. Ease makes safety plausible. Before anyone speaks, your body-level priors have priced the room. Interoception isn't a thermometer, it's a translator. Signals are noisy. The Insula stitches them into felt meanings. Racing heart, danger, warm chest, belonging, tight jaw, push back. These are bets, not facts. And anything that jacks the channel, caffeine, sleep loss, alcohol, tilts the bet. Zoom the hijacks, caffeine, upshifts sympathetic tone and interoceptive gain. Internal noise, palpitations, warmth, feels informative. The model promotes threat stories. Sleep debt, downshifts sensory precision and executive bandwidth. External cues whisper, priors shout. You stick with yesterday's story. Alcohol, blunts error salience and interoceptive clarity. Morning after, stale priors steer while the error signal shows up late. Micro story, you step into a cafe to meet a client. 2 espressos, 5 hours sleep, doom thread in bed. 10 minutes in, chest hums, palms glassy. The Insula flags arousal, the prior whispers, vibes off. You cool the room. Later you learn they were shy and eager. You weren't reading them, you were misreading yourself. Quiet trap, anxiety equals predicted threat. Calm equals predicted safety, regardless of context. Efficient in the wild, risky in the boardroom. Historically, your body kept you alive, so the brain assigns precision to bodily cues. Modern life decouples arousal from danger. Coffee spikes don't mean cruelty. Sleep debt doesn't mean betrayal. Hangover fog doesn't mean malice in we need to talk. Also watch false con. If dissociation kept you safe, flatness feels like truth. Insula channel narrows. Prefrontal manager takes over. I feel nothing, so it's fine, while small real errors slide by. So we don't treat calm as truth or arousal as lie. Both are inputs, not verdicts. Use the body well by calibrating it. Baselines first, consistent sleep, regular meals, hydration. Interoceptive training. Track your heartbeat without touching your pulse for 60 seconds. Compare to actual count. You're teaching the Insula to read signal, not static. CO2 tolerance. Slow nasal inhale, longer nasal exhale. Add brief, comfortable holds after an exhale to decouple air hunger from panic. Same sensations, less danger tagging. Microtest. Label state before vibe. Out loud if possible. 2 coffees, 5 hours sleep. Timestamp the surge. Minute 12, chest tight. If it drifts 10 minutes without new information, it was physiology echoing, not the room speaking. State moves precision sliders. Caffeine inflates confidence in internal cues. Sleep loss lowers sensory precision and shrinks willingness to update. Alcohol blunts error sensitivity, so stale priors dominate the morning. On those days, your intuition is a body-weighted vote, not a balanced count. Another micro. Can we talk later? Lands after a late night. You're dehydrated, underslept. Stomach tightens. Prior. Talks explode. Insula flags unease. You type defenses, then hold. That evening, restaurant wrecks. The signal was physiology wearing an old story. Context anchors raise sensory precision. At entry, name 5 specifics. Blue chair, frosted glass, fern, silver pen, clock at 9. Orientation gives prediction error a lane. If the room is safe, specifics ease tension in a minute or 2. If it's risky, tension holds, useful data. Pre-commit on high volatility days. Underslept, overcaffeinated, or foggy. Cap gut authority on long-tail decisions. Revisit in 4 hours after food and water. Not self-distrust, precision hygiene. Final microtest. Is this me the feed or fatigue? If it's you, clear pattern, grounded body, proceed. If it's the feed, recent fear content echoing, pause. If it's fatigue, physiology loud, world quiet, defer wait. Tiny triage prevents dozens of misreads. Your gut can be a great witness. Train the channel. Respect the input. And when it's noisy, don't hand it the mic alone. Mirror worlds. Algorithms that train your priors. While your Insula is setting the first vote, your phone is training the electorate. Feeds don't capture attention. They curate your sense of what's likely. In Bayesian terms, they train your priors. And because the system optimizes for engagement, not accuracy, it inflates precision for whatever already hooks you. Certainty goes up. Truth doesn't. Think about how a platform learns you. You pause on a clip about a street incident. The system tags that pause as salience. Thereafter, it shows you more street incidents. You click 2, share 1, swipe away from a counter story. From the machine's perspective, that's confirmation. From your brain's perspective, it's training. Ambiguous city sounds predict danger. By Friday, your gut flinches at an ordinary shout down the block. The world didn't change. Your precision did. Here's a micro-week in a bubble. Monday, you watch a viral break in video. Tuesday, you see a thread of hidden crime stats. Wednesday, a pundit stitches a city in decline montage. Thursday, a neighbor posts about a car window smashed 2 states over. Engagement spikes. The feed leans in. By Sunday, your morning walk runs through a cinematic threat reel your brain now expects. Your chest tightens at a jogger behind you. You speed up. No new evidence required. Your internal model is already right. Remember our rule. Anxiety equals predicted threat. Calm equals predicted safety. Feeds tip that balance by selecting the examples that keep arousal high. That's not a conspiracy. It's business logic. But psychologically, it's a precision bubble. The algorithm bids up the weight you give to a narrow slice of inputs. Meanwhile, disconfirming cues, quiet blocks, kind neighbors, peaceful commutes, don't trend, so they don't surface. Your update signals go missing in action. Parallel to that is scale. PsyOps research talks about coordinating triggers at volume. Repetition, personalization, timing. Commercial platforms do a softer version for clicks, not coups, but the effect is similar. The more a theme repeats with your name on it, the more your brain treats it like background radiation. Always there, therefore likely. Priors harden. Alternatives don't get considered. In Bayesian language, your hypothesis space shrinks. In human language, your mind feels made up. Microstory. Adrian keeps seeing quiet quitting takes and layoff wave charts. He starts reading every neutral Slack ping as the first domino. His body level priors, coffee, short sleep, ad hum. His managers got a minute? Pings at 4:12 p.m. His Insula flags threat. His model fills in the script. He walks into the chat armored. The ask is routine. Can you review a doc? He misses a chance to volunteer for a visible project because his precision bubble overruled reality. This isn't just political content. Dating feeds hype betrayal stories. Investment feeds amplify doom or euphoria. Wellness feeds swing between miracle fixes and hidden toxins. Each lane offers a closed loop. Arousal bait leads to clicks. Clicks train priors. Trained priors increase arousal sensitivity, and the loop tightens. After a while, your intuition about people, markets, or food sounds suspiciously like your For You page. Now, the part that hurts. You feel more certain the longer you live inside that loop. Engagement builds familiarity. Familiarity feels like truth. Your brain converts, "I've seen this a lot," into "this is likely." Then assigns higher precision to that story the next time a similar cue appears. In practice, a late text becomes a near certainty of ghosting. A red candle on a chart becomes an omen. A headache becomes a toxin narrative. The feed didn't invent the story. It rehearsed it for you until your gut could perform it on command. So what do? Smash phones. Not realistic, but we can run a Bayesian audit of inputs. Start with a 1-week feed fast if you can. If not, impose a 24-hour pause on fear-themed content. Track what your gut predicts each day. Danger, betrayal, collapse, and log outcomes. If the world keeps disproving the feed's forecast, that's your missing prediction error. Don't argue with your beliefs. Record their hit rate. Add forced diversity. Deliberately subscribe to 3 sources that make different claims, but publish correction logs. You're not hunting agreement. You're widening hypothesis space. Then add delay inserts. When a post spikes arousal, wait 30 minutes before reacting. Name the body state, note the content pattern, and ask, is this me the feed or fatigue? If it's the feed, tag it and move on. Precision falls when you don't reward the loop. Last, transplant social proof. Spend time in offline contexts that contradict your bubble. Volunteer, attend a local meeting, talk to a neighbor who doesn't share your media diet. Direct sensory data, faces, voices, streets, upshifts the precision on the world you actually inhabit. It won't erase the loop in a day, but it gives prediction error a fighting chance. Your intuition isn't an oracle, it's a learner. If the curriculum is your feeds, it will ace the body level priors and fail the life you live and felt certainty.